Now we are going to run this application on Tomcat, and then we will see how to invoke the application's first page. I am going to switch to the debug mode, and we see that Tomcat is sitting here and it is in a stopped mode. Now if Tomcat is not present, you will need to right click and say new and then server, and then you will have to go through this, pick up Tomcat and then point it to the right directory, etc. You have to do all this to set up the Tomcat server. Now once all this is done, we will add our project. So you say add and remove projects, stockapp add, and then finish. So it adds the project to Tomcat. Now what you do is right click here and start. So to start with, it publishes the project, then it tries to start the Tomcat at a particular port. The default port is 8080. If that port is already occupied with something else running, it will tell you that port 8080 is not available. Then you can actually open up server.xml and change the port at which it is running. Okay, at this point Tomcat is starting and I'm going to maximize the console window. So this is the console window as it says here, and then you can see that there are some statements which pertain to the Tomcat itself, and after a certain point there are a lot of other statements which actually are coming up from the stockapp application. How we know that is, for example, see, it says /stockapp initializing Spring Boot web application context, and then it does a lot of things. It basically loads up Spring Beans from here, startup beans from here, and then it reads some Hibernate properties, it reads MySQL stuff, goes down, and then keep going down, and at one point it will say started. So this is the final saying server startup, so the application is available. Okay, next step is to run the application, and for that you need to open up a browser and then http localhost:8080/stockapp/index.jsp. Now this /index.jsp is strictly optional. If you don't put it, it will still find it because that is defined in web.xml. Now I hit an enter, see what happens. It actually redirects to stockapp/home.html and then says redirect equal to buy stocks, and then it prints out a buy stocks page with 2 components and says submit. What has happened here? Let us see. First off, we are going to switch to the Java perspective. We are going to open index.jsp. That's sitting right under web content, index.jsp. So index.jsp has just one line which is actually in JavaScript. What I am saying is document.location.href equal to home.html, redirect equal to buy stocks. Now home.html actually doesn't sit here. So why is it using home.html and why is it behaving the way it is doing? That is going to be our next step to understand.